Good day, folks. Welcome back to Ed's Garage at Merton Hyundai. So today we are looking at the 2022 Kona in the Preferred trim, the Hyundai Kona. Now this particular one is slightly redesigned, so it's got a midlife refresh going on here. So that's why I've gone ahead and parked the 2021 Kona beside it. So these are both in the Preferred trim. One's a front wheel drive, the other's all wheel drive, but there's no difference in the rest of the features as far as that's concerned. So yeah, let's go over the two different vehicles here, just the changes in the features, and I'll go over all of the features on the new one as well. So first off, you'll notice the front end looks significantly different. They've got a completely new redesigned front end, which is kind of cool. So there's the old one that you can see. Notice the fog lights down here. Now they're these little tiny round ones, which is kind of cool. So that's a projector lens fog light. So that is different from the reflective lens fog light on this one here. Also in the front, you can see the grill's quite different. Gone is the hexagonal grill, replaced with this one here, which I don't know exactly what you would call that. But looks good. The front end is a tiny bit longer as well. It extends about 1.5 inches roughly further forward than the old vehicle. The LED daytime running lights are also different, as you can see there. All right, you can see on the old one, they've got the turn signal integrated into the LED daytime running light. On the new one, they've actually put it further down low. So that's now all running light. All right, what else we got on the front? So the Hyundai badge is no longer on the grille. Now it's actually located on the hood, or at least the front nose portion. And of course, they do still both have the air curtain pass-through right there, which of course reduces aerodynamic drag. All right, now as we come around to the side, you'll notice that the wheels are different. So we still got a 17-inch aluminum alloy wheel, but it is quite different. So gone is the super multi-spoke looking wheel that we have over here on the 2021, replaced with the 5-spoke setup here. Well, looks are subjective, so I'm not sure which one you like better. Personally, I think they both look good. I actually like that one better though. Coming further around, mirrors all look the same. Still got the proximity entry button, of course. Coming to the tail, you'll notice a little bit of a change here. So the tail lights are a little different. That's a new design there versus the old design there. And that's just really the backup and turn signal lights. The actual brake lights and running lights haven't changed at all. They look the same. All right, let's open up the trunk. Oh, also you can see the bumper is a little bit different. They've added kind of a texture there, whereas the old one was kind of flat and boring. All right, let's open up the trunk here. Okay, so no changes in the very, very back. When we pull up the trunk floor, we still see a spare tire. And of course, you still have the multi-height rear floor, which when new, takes a bit of effort. There we go. And now when the seats are put down, it's still a nice transition from the floor to the seat back. And of course, in the higher position, it's a flat floor all the way from the seat back over to the bumper here, which is quite nice. So loading larger items in pretty easy. Of course, this does come out as well. All right, let's check out the rear seat first. And voila, check it out, new cloth. No more weird looking hog's tooth or whatever they call that texture in the old one. So I'll show you the old one real quick. So here is the 2021 model. See, it's got that weird pattern on it. I've never liked that interior. I'm glad they finally changed it. Now, one thing that they say that they did was improved the rear seat legroom. Let's check it out. So what I've done is I've taken this seat back, I've moved the seat all the way back, and then I put the seat back itself as upright as possible. So, sitting in here, 6'2". I have about a finger's width in front of my knee here. So we'll jump in the other one momentarily and see what it looks like. Headroom in the Kona is always decent, front and back. I've got about 2 inches above my head at 6'2". In the 2021, I got a cup holder armrest, nice and padded, solid seat backs and seat back pockets, and a nice flat floor to stick my feet. Let's go check out the 2022. All right, sitting in the 2022, and right away I can see I've got a little bit more legroom. I've got about, well, just under 2 finger widths of space. So I'd say they increase the legroom just a tiny bit in the back. But you know what? With the Kona, every little bit helps. Now, we've also got the center cup holder armrest in here. We've also got the solid seat backs, but check this out. We've got a seat back pocket here, but not here. They took this one out. All right, going into the front seat. Now, I want to point out that I had the seat back and the front seat itself in a very unusual spot, and there is more legroom in the back when I actually put the front seat in a comfortable position. And this is actually a little bit too far away, and I'm 6'2", so there's pretty good seat or legroom in the back. Now, in the front seat, of course, we do have height adjustment on the driver's side and nothing on the passenger side, and I don't think that's any different on the 2021. All right, so checking out some of the features in the front of the Kona Preferred, one of the big things that I just noticed was the addition of Blue Link. So no more is Blue Link relegated to the top trim levels. Now you can get Blue Link in the Preferred trim. So Blue Link is free in Canada for 3 years. Basically, it allows you to remote start the car from your cell phone, find the car on a map on your cell phone, unlock the doors, lock the doors from your cell phone, from anywhere in the world. As long as you have an internet connection, you can do that. So that's pretty cool, a nice addition to the Preferred trim. The Preferred trim is not the base model, it's one step up from the base model. The base is called the Essential in Canada. So it's actually probably the most commonly purchased Kona is the Preferred trim level. Let's check out some of the other features on this 2021. So a big difference now is the inclusion of an 8-inch touchscreen. I'm going to go ahead and fire up the car here so you can see that. Now, keep in mind, with the 8-inch touchscreen, it is a non-polarized screen still, so you can see this screen very easily while wearing polarized sunglasses. Let's check out the 2021 to see what the difference is. All right, so starting up the 2021, so a little bit smaller screen. It's a 7-inch versus the 8-inch on the 2022. The interface is a bit slower on this as well versus the 2022, but it's still not bad. It's still a good value. Now on the 2021, you've got the buttons on the sides here. You've got the custom button for, you know, whatever you want to set it as. And this is wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. All right, now back here in the 2022, you can see we still have the custom button, but guess what? Now we have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If I go into the setup and go into Wi-Fi, you can see we have Wi-Fi phone projection. Very, very nice touch. Looking down at the center console in the 2022, the look is a little bit different. You'll notice the drive mode is now a knob that we can turn. We've got normal, sport, and smart mode. Now compared to the 2021, here we are back in the 2021, we have a drive mode button that allows us to put it into normal, eco, and sport. Normal, eco, sport. So the smart mode basically takes place of the eco mode. Smart mode is going to determine whether or not you're in a dynamic driving situation or an eco driving situation, and will adjust accordingly. The eco mode in the 2021, it's mainly for highway use, and you don't really want to use it in the city. That's what's nice about the system on the 2022, is it automatically corrects for you regardless of whether you're in the city or on the highway. So you don't have to think about it. Just put it on smart and forget about it. Also in the center console, so as I mentioned, the button's a little bit different. We're missing a button here that the 2022 has. Ignore the lock switch. The 2022 will also have the lock for the all-wheel drive system, but we're looking at a front-wheel drive version. So they both have heated seats, of course. They both have heated steering wheel. In the 21, you can see the button for the hill descent assist here, but there's something missing. Let's jump over to the 22. In the 2022, you can see we've got the auto start stop system. So this vehicle is designed to start and stop at stoplights and stop signs to save a little bit of fuel. Interestingly, they've gotten rid of the hill descent assist button, which quite frankly, very few people used anyway. As far as the rest of the console, pretty much the same thing. You got a little spot there for your cell phone, USB port there, and a 12-volt power outlet. Looking at the climate control, it is manual climate control in the Preferred trim with AC, of course. And also something to point out on the dash is that the vents actually look a lot different as well. So this one's kind of this rounded, rotary looking vent. Looks pretty cool, easy to move around. Let's check out the 21. All right, so still a round vent. Basically moves around in a similar fashion, except when you slide this back and forth, it actually moves the inner side vent. So a little bit of a different design. I like the new one better. All right, so back in the 22, I noticed actually that this one has the hill descent assist button right there. So they didn't remove the technology, they just removed the button itself. Now looking at the steering wheel, there's a couple differences here. So we have a customizable steering wheel button. Now when you press that button, it allows you to change what it does the first time anyway. The next time, of course, it's going to do whatever you set it on. So reject or end a call, hands-free calling, change the hands-free calling device. So if you have two devices connected, which is also new for 2022, you can quickly, well, you can have multiple devices connected, but of course it doesn't allow you to quickly change between the two. You got to go to the Bluetooth settings to do so. And now, of course, you can quickly switch between devices if you have it set to that setting. You've also got voice memo, which is kind of cool. So if you want to remind yourself to do something later, you can actually set a memo in the stereo. It records your voice, and then you can play it back at a later time. Now, also on the steering wheel, you notice we've got this new button here. That's for the lane follow assist. So while they both have cruise control, this one actually has lane follow assist as well. So it's able to steer itself around corners to some degree. Now, it's not an autonomous vehicle by any means, but the steering around corners actually works at very, very low speeds as well. So pretty cool technology. If we go through the center screen here, you'll see we've got a few different options. Obviously, that's the lane keep assist screen. We've got attention level, so it's actually monitoring your attention level to see if you're getting tired while behind the wheel. You got your tire pressure sensors. In the user settings, you can see we can change things like the forward safety active assist, lane safety active assist, blind spot safety, safe exit warning. That's pretty cool. So it'll actually remind you to, check your blind spot when you're exiting the vehicle while parallel parked. Rear cross traffic alert, of course. So the new things for 2022 are things like the blind spot safe assist. So it's actually able to apply the brakes to the opposite side of the vehicle if you start drifting into a vehicle in your blind spot. Pretty cool technology. It also, that safe exit assist, that's really cool too. So there is an available sensor system in the higher trim levels that will detect the presence of passengers in the rear, or dogs or pets or whatever, and basically won't let you forget to leave them or forget to take them out of the vehicle. Pretty neat. Now that tire pressure sensor is also new for 2022, in Canada at least. In 21 we didn't have a tire pressure sensor on the Kona, so new for 2022 is the tire pressure sensors. Alright, so that covers pretty much all the differences between 21 and 22, and all of the features mainly on the 22 Preferred trim as well. I'll have more videos coming up about the 22 Kona Luxury, Ultimate, Trend packages as well. I'll get those all done eventually. We just don't have any on the lot right now. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like the video, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe for future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Gone is the hexagonal blah, blah, blah.